Hey, I'm Jackie Pons, principal of Jefferson K-12. I'm proud to be out here for this track meet, honoring a legend in our community, Harry Jacobs. Coach Jacobs is one of the best coaches we ever had here in Jefferson and also in Leon County. I appreciate Mr. Peck putting this together so our kids could participate, and what a great day for this event.
Hi, I'm Eydie, Triquet, the Superintendent of Jefferson County Schools, and we're out here today to honor Harry Jacobs, the track coach that helped a lot of our students get to college and to influence their lives, to give them something to positive influence. And he really, I don't know what else to say. You gotta edit out.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting to learn about the history of the track, and we had a couple of alumni runners who came out and shared some thoughts about Coach Jacobs, and it's just an honor to be a part of this today. And I wish all the athletes good luck, and may track continue to be a huge part in our children's lives.
Hey, my name is Sandi Jacobs. I was Harry Jacobs' wife for, I don't know, close to 45 years. This is Evan Jacobs. We have an older son, Taylor Jacobs, but he couldn't make it today. And I'd just like to welcome everybody to the Harry Jacobs Invitational Track Meet here at Jefferson County High School. It's a place where I have such fond memories. I love this track. This is where Harry spent years and years of his career. Had many state track meets here, and I'd just like to welcome all of the young athletes who are running today and throwing and jumping. We should have a great day. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, everyone. This is our second Harry Jacobs Annual Invitational Track Meet. We would like for you to take a moment. We're going to have a brief introduction of who Mr. Jacob was, Coach Jacob was. We have alumni here that's going to speak on the behalf of what he did for Jefferson County, and then we're going to open up the track meet. So if we could have your undivided attention at this time, we'll have Mr. Butler come first and give a testimony of who he was.
I'm speaking on behalf of Coach Harry Jacobs. He was my high school coach in track. We was 3-time state champions, and he was a legend. Coach Jacobs was a great coach. He will always be missed. He turned Jefferson High around. You know, he made me became who I am for his running track, you know. Because he's one of the reasons I went to Florida State and ran track at Florida State. And what I could truly say about him, Coach Jacob truly was a good man. He was a legend in his own time. That's about all I can say right now.
Good morning. My name is Sylvester Peck. I'm 1978 graduate of Jefferson County High School. I'm an instructor at Florida A&M University High School. And I am very pleased to be here today with the Harry Jacobs Invitational Track Meet. Coach Jacobs was responsible for probably over 1,000 of us getting scholarships and going on to college. And if we didn't go to college, we were Harry Jacobs' children. We represented the things that he represented, and we strived to be the best in everything that we could possibly be. And our job was to represent, from Jefferson County, represent Jefferson County. And if you're FAMU High, represent the greatness of FAMU High. So today, we celebrate in this annual track meet, annual invitational, the legacy of Coach Harry Jacobs. And with us, we have alumni. One young man just introduced himself, Nathaniel Butler. He, along with several other alumni who will be here, they are state champions. The list of state champions run deep, and we'll have a publication with all of those state champions in it. But I don't want to prolong the time. I know we got to get started with the track meet, and we will have, coming on next, Miss Sandi Jacobs, the wife of Coach Harry Jacobs. She's going to come on and share with you her thoughts and appreciation.
Hey, the mic is not started.
Woo! There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, can you match the button?
I didn't match the button?
Hey, this kid must.
No, just talk.
Oh, good afternoon or good morning, whatever time of day it is. I'm Sandi Jacobs. This is Evan Jacobs. Our older son and grandsons, who are also involved in track and field, could not be here today. but they sure wanted to be. Track has been an important thing in our family for years and years. This track means everything to me because this is where I actually met my husband on this track.
Woo!
So this track means a whole bunch to me. He's had innumerable state track meet wins, but we love him, we miss him, and I appreciate all of you wonderful young runners coming out to be here today to be part of this race. Thank you so much. I love you and good luck today.
Closing remarks.
Just one second, let me get my video.
Superintendent of Jefferson County Schools, I want to welcome everyone out here. Thank you so much. I wish the best to all the athletes and good luck. I was a track runner myself. Actually, I did the shot put and the discus. So this is near to my heart too. So good luck everybody and go Tigers!
The track meet officially began.
How you doing? My name is Coach Marshon Harris, previous coach of Jefferson County Track for the last 3 years. Prior to that, Coach Jacobs as the girls' head coach for multiple years. Started the Harry Jacobs Invitational. Excited to be a part of all this legendary experience and the alumni from Jefferson County. This is an amazing way to represent Coach Jacobs and everything that he did for this community. I know he did a lot for myself, so if he did a lot for me, I can only imagine what he did for these young gentlemen behind me as well. So we're here just enjoying everything that we have here. I'm excited to finish watching the events, and I appreciate you. Go Tigers, go.
George Washington Pittman. I was named after the first president of the United States of America. I served as principal in the educational arena for 43 years. And I believe I made a difference in where some of these students are today. Some of them come back and tell me they wanted to take over. I said, either shape up or ship out. That was my motto. And every time I get around them, I call them all my classmates now. And they remind me of what I said on the phone and how they run about respect. Some of them some tough cats, you know, I had to let some of them go for a little while. But I heard old boy one time, what he did, he came in to the office one day, and when he came into the office, he threw everything off. Well, he left the school camp, and I picked up, called the police headquarters. They had about before he got out of the city limit. They had picked him up. And then they just told me, somebody came by my house, and I was going to have a meeting the next morning with the mother. They said, no, don't do that. They tell me this bad lady, she'll cut and shoot. I said, well, almighty know that. I picked up the phone, called Sheriff Scott, get a deputy behind the door. Best parent ever for people can bluff you, but you gotta stand your own test. I stood my test, and I don't regret nothing I did for helping boys and girls, and they respect that today. That's what real well go. I've been in the military, Air Force, been around half around the world, and the Lord blessed me to live to see 79 years, or 79 turned back. Everybody asked me how old I am, but been in the community a long time and helping folk, writing grants, and there's lots more things I can say. Been a deacon for 50 or 70 some odd years, and I came up in a community. My father was the clerk of the church. They didn't send me to church, they took me to church, and all that was embedded in me, so I could write a social book catalog on some of these experiences, and if people listen to me, they'll ride the right train because I put them on the right train with sister, brother, anybody, to whom it may concern. Yeah.
Carl Henry, graduated in 1972, state champ. I don't know. Somebody told me it's still there, but I don't know for sure. But I was listening to Mr. Nelson speak there, and I remember some things. What encouraged me to run track was over at Howard Academy. Back when they get lime out of the bag and make the lines around the football field. And I for some reason or other, I just wanted to run. I think one of my brothers ran, and I think that's when I came in contact with Coach Jacobs. And then I always ran second behind a guy named James Frumming. He kind of lonely, you remember? Yeah, he kind of like, he was, just couldn't beat it. I think he's about 3 years older, but you know, that don't mean much these days, you know. But to me, it seemed like Coach Jacob would tell me, say, Harry, just keep on running, son. Keep on running, you know. And I just did that, and I kept running and running. And then we came over, integrated, we came over to Jefferson. And we still had an interest, a lot of us still had an interest in track, even though we didn't have a whole lot of spectators. People like to have football and basketball, but every now and then we have a few lines and sidelines on the field here, you know. They watch us run, you know, and sometimes you may have your little girl come by now, you know, you run faster. Take your tail out. But we did good. I think we did well as we did because I was telling you earlier about how our outfit was warm up and the shirt, the pullover, and the warm up pants. That was our uniform, you know, and just a regular shirt. But things got better as time went on because they started putting a little bit more money into the program, you know. So a lot of times I heard guys that after I graduated that they went on to, you know, got the fancy junk pull away, you know, because you just snatch off, you know. I said, wow, I couldn't even imagine the thing at the time, you know, but that's where it went. But anyway, I was blessed to be around some good people, man. Good people that and all of them had speed, talent, you know. We had high jumpers, but the thing about Coach Jacob, he wanted us, if he can get a point out of it, that's what he wanted to do. He want a point. You know what I mean? He put you in the 2 miles whatever he had to, you know. But he wanted to make sure we come out as a winner, you know. But we were running, and the best thing I can say what happened to me was, what happened to all of them. He put us in races. We were running against 4A, 5A schools. And then I wondered why the guy was beating us so bad. But you know, but it helped us in the long run. So we were, you know, had to run up on the guys. And when we got into our class, we outran them guys. I mean, we ran against Quincy Shanks over here, but them boys was quick. They had some fast boys. I think we won quite a few track meets.
Okay, my name is Nathaniel Butler. Graduated class of 1975. I met Coach Jacob back at Howard Academy. And what instilled me to run, I used to watch guys like Cleveland Johnson and Thaddeus Adams, we used to call him Punchy. They were about the fastest two guys I know back there in them days. And I used to watch them every day running and stuff like that. And so I decided that I wanted to do the same thing like they did. Also, Mr. Pittman was one of my principals in elementary school also. Then after I got to Jefferson, Coach Jacob didn't even know who I was at all. He came up to me one day, he told me just beat it at the track field this afternoon. It was just like that. When I got to the track field that afternoon, the record was at 10 flat by Bobby Hill. And so I ran a 9.9 that same day. But Coach Jacob instilled me to run, you know, he made me better and better, you know, he's the reason I got a scholarship to Florida State. You know, but guys like Warner Miller, Carl Henry, you know, we all ran track together, you know, we 3 years straight champions in high school in track. You know, so I went on to Florida State, me and Warner, we went to Florida State together, you know, and stuff. Then, you know, we had a good time there. We met a lot of guys that were fast and stuff like that, you know, so I really enjoyed it. And because of Coach Jacob, that's why we are today. We are two great guys today because of him. Okay, my name is Warner Miller. I ran track for Jefferson High.
from 7 up to 74. I won the state champ 2 times, and we won 3 state championships altogether. But because of Jefferson High, John Nelson, all of my teammates, Wimp Alexander, all those guys helped build my character, where I don't be hollering and yelling and disrespecting other people. I went on to run track for FSU track, where I held the track record there, as well as the record for FSU school. Okay, and I went to Remore Missionary Baptist Church as a young child and was stirred there by Mr. Reverend Juniors and Mr. Pittman here. Those guys would help me build my character too and point me in the right direction. Thank you.
I was a part of the history process of track at Howard Academy in 1963, and Leroy Herring came in from Ghana, and basically we started getting ready to go to our first relay, which was 1964 at Florida A&M University, and that's where we met Bob Paramore, Bob Hayes, and some of the other track stars that they had. As you know, FAMU had the 440 relay, one of the fastest that they ran to Penn State relays and all of that. But going back to some of the guys, I think Butler talked about Cleveland Johnson and Willie Adams. There were 5 of those guys. The fastest one was William Crumley. And we had William Andrews, who we called Popcorn. And we had nothing but some speed. And so those guys set the trend then. Charlie Harris was the 440 relay and 220 guy. The history of that is the only race I remember Waterloo was to Terry LeCount in Jacksonville. And 47, he was right behind him. And the only race that Butler had ever lost, but he redeemed himself, was from Madison. What's the guy? Bobby Hart. Bobby Hart. And Bobby Hart got the big head. He thought he was going to. Butler just did lose that race to Bobby. I was out here when it happened. But what happened was he never lost a race after that to Bobby Hart. And the reason that the national high school record was set was in Orlando. I had moved to Orlando. I was the Chief Deputy State Fire Marshal for the office in Orlando before I came back to Tallahassee. When Butler was running against the guy that ran the 9-1, Houston McTeer, I was at that race. And let me tell you, it was one of the most sprinting that you ever find. And the reason that Houston ran that, because Butler was right on the field. That's the history
that was pretty.
In Florida. And the history of these guys here, and all of these guys are champions.
I say special thanks to Max Walensky. He also coached me and Carl Henry, Sinclair Madry, Larry and Harry Eisen. Those guys were there. He was like our quarter-mile coach. He put a lot of time and good effort in that. He turned into a great young man. Special thanks to Max Walensky.
Not to take anything away from Coach Jacobs, but Coach Max, he handled it. I think what was it? Half mile. He counted the half mile, the quarter mile, and I think he also did the mile, and then he did the 2 miles. Coach Max, he was real good at what he did too. We all enjoyed it. I'm glad to have him in also as a coach.
Well, this is fantastic. I want all of you to know that I was compiling a list of athletes, what I call Harry Jacob champions, and I think from the time he coached, all the teams he coached both here in Jefferson County and at FAMU High, there seemed like there was 100, probably 100 or so that wear the title of Harry Jacob champion. Right. Now, he used to tell us in practice that only person that they're going to remember in the history books is who finished first.
Yeah.
And so I felt that, just taking that statement that he made and going back and pulling the champions, and sure enough, your name is in the book forever as champion. And that's one of the things that I always wanted to be. I was decent in track, but we were in 3A at the time, and we also ran against Shanks, and we ran against who was that other? Orlando, was it Oak Ridge?
Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge, ooh. I had about 100 track athletes.
Oh, God.
And I can give you some history of that because, again, I lived in Orlando from 1977 to 81.
It seemed like they always sought out that orange and blue to make sure that they write their names upon our backs or whatever. But they had a great program. Matter of fact, I think they still have a great program.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
John used to be all my
Oak
mates
Ridge
in
and
high
Evans
school.
were the two top. Oak Ridge and Evans, Orlando Evans and Oak Ridge were the two top track teams in Orlando. And Oak Ridge specifically had quarter milers. Oh man, they had quarter milers. As a matter of fact, I've got data on a lot of those guys now at the house, and I got one of the. I almost never missed a state track meet with Ron and all those.
Yeah, he was there. He was there.
I would be there. They already running over at
Winter Park.
Yeah. And so I live right downtown Orlando, but I would always go over to Winter Park because I was very close with the track teams and all of those schools, specifically Oak Ridge and Evans.